Good morning, church.
Good morning.
No, just lift up your eyes to the hills. Okay, very quickly, I just want you to just hold the hands of your neighbor, the person next to you, and I want you to do that with a little bit of intensity. I mean, don't squeeze it too much, but just let the person know that there is feelings in that hand. As you hold that hands in the next 10 seconds, just pray as one with the person you're holding. It's a wonderful chain. It's a wonderful chain in the house, just a perfect unity. And just pray as one, and let the tide of the Spirit just flow for the next 10 seconds. As we pray in the Spirit, as we utter mysteries, Jesus, we pray. Amen. So just as you release your hand from the person, just say, we are an army. We are an army. We are an army. We are an army. You know, the wonderful woman of God fact that is an army rising on to break every change. Today I tell you the prophecy is a reality. We are an army rising on, breaking every change. It's a continuous progressive reality. We can't escape into it and run into the past like it is yet to come. We are already in it. So today I'm talking about the rising army. So you see, Moses woke up that morning and he probably had his schedule all figured out. We usually have it. Take care of the flocks, lead them to grace, come back home in the evening, have beautiful dinner with his wife Zipporah. Such a beautiful way to plan your day. And did you know that as he had his own thoughts, God has scheduled to meet with him. You know, God is the only one who can visit us without an appointment. He comes, he breaks every protocol, he disrupts every plan. He comes in to give us an encounter and we are grateful for it. Because we realize that we can find God in the service we did not even want to go. We meet with him in the conversations we did not even plan to have. We find him in the places we were forced to go, and then he meets us there and we're like, wow, I met God. So this was Moses' case. 40 years he was a prince in Israel. And then, he was a prince for a couple of time years, and as he was growing for 40 years, he stood in Israel, and God realized there was something Moses would not be able to achieve in his royalty. So he had to bring him to the wilderness to train him as a soldier. So he brought Moses out, and you know what he did? He knew that he was going to lead the Israelites for 40 years, so he gave Moses another 40 years to rehearse every single day he was going to lead the Israelites. And he gave the Israelites to Moses as sheep. And every time in the wilderness, Moses would have to look for water for them. Moses would have to look for food for them. Moses would have to take care of them. And every time, God was teaching him patience. God was teaching him endurance. God was teaching him the place of waiting. God was teaching him how he would deal with the Israelites when they were house of Israel. So beautiful. Now, when Moses saw the burning bush, the first thing that came to his mind was, wow, I'm going to behold and see what is there. I trust myself. I was not going to wait and behold. No. I mean, the bush is burning, and there's fire and the bush is not consumed. I'm on my way home already. Yeah. All the flocks can take care of themselves. But then Moses said, no, I'm going to behold the sight. And as he stepped at the home, he had a voice that came from the bush and said, Moses, wait, remove your shoes, for the place where you stand is an holy ground. And I started to ask myself, why did God ask for his shoes? God did not say, bow down your head, for I am the Lord thy God. God did not say, take off your clothes, naked I made you, naked you will return to me. God said, remove your shoes. And what God was signifying at that particular moment was, give me your feet. And then he began to show me two significance of this. One, the first part of your body that is most likely to get dirty immediately as you're done washing is your feet. And the first thing God asked for was the most vulnerable and weakest part of Moses. And he said, when you give me that most vulnerable and wicked part, I can make you holy. Second significance. The beauty of the feet is at the end of the day, we do not end up in our lives where our head takes us to. We don't end up, our destination does not end where our heart and thoughts takes us to. Our destination ends where our feet takes to. Now, I'm going to help you to understand this. You might have plans, you might have thoughts, but you only end where your feet ends. So what God did was this. He said, Moses, give me your feet, because I realized that a lot of the times you would find it difficult to understand my purpose. A lot of the times you might still be thinking, should I do it or not? But if you've given me your feet, I can still move you to the destination even without you thinking about it. So that is why when the believer understands that he is a soldier and that he has given his feet to God, he understands that even while he's still thinking, should I do it or not, he realizes he's already gravitating towards purpose. So what God does with the feet is at the end we will now process that, oh, this was what God has done. We realize that if we waited for us to complete the thought process, we would never get into the place God leads us to. So God says, give me your feet, soldier. Let me keep moving your feet. And feet becomes the most significant act of faith. And you know what he did? He said, give me your feet so I can lead you. And that was why when Moses was face to face with the Red Sea, he was not thinking where else to go. He was not thinking of better routes to go. God had his feet, so it was no longer logical. He just kept going towards the sea, knowing that once his feet touched the oceans, they would give way. Because he knows faith propels feet. The mind might not process it, the brain might not think it, but faith, as long as faith thinks it, it keeps pushing the feet to go even into the places of doubt. And he said to me, he said, the most valid instruction, the ultimate expression that a soldier has obeyed instruction is not the affirmation of the mouth, it is not the salute of the hands, it is the movement of feet. I mean, you will be staring right at the wall, and the command will say, keep going. I mean, your brain tells you to turn back. Your heart tells you, it's no way. But because you no longer own your feet, you keep going forward. The rising army. Today, God is not looking for smart people. Not many royal are called. Not many nobles are called. God is looking for those who are foolish enough to say, take my feet. Because it is in the feet that we give him that he can lead us to the places, the influences, the mountains, and the places he has designated for our lives. That's when he can lead us to the places he has set us for influence, to take over and to take charge. It is in the place of feet he can inspire us and take us to that ground that we've been praying for. What the eyes cannot see, the feet can get there if you can give that feet to God. Our generation today is whack. I mean, the innocence of children have been cut short. The things I was exposed to as a teenager, they are exposed to as toddlers. And if life be not better now, it would be worse for them. Except there be a rising army who takes over this generation. We need to take down that the superheroes are not the ones who fly in TV. The superheroes are intercessors on their knees. They are the ones that really change things. There's no man in cape. They are men on their knees. And this is one great delusion the enemy has brought to us. The scripture says, I will build my church, and the gates of hell will not prevail. And oftentimes we always think that it is the church that has been at the mercy of the enemy. Listen, the gates don't move. Gates don't work. So if he's building his church that the gates of hell will not prevail, the gates does not walk to the church. The gate is not coming to the church. It's because the church is at the gates. And what is the church doing at the gates? We are the one launching an attack. So we're not at the mercy of darkness, they are at the mercy of us. I will build my church, the gates of hell will not prevail, because they are scared, because God is raising an army. So he said, lift up your heads, O ye gates, be lifted up, ye everlasting doors. Let the King of glory come in. They said, who is the King of glory? He said, the Lord strong and mighty, the Lord mighty in battle. Lift up your heads, O ye gates, and be ye lifted up, ye everlasting doors. Let the King of glory come in. They said, who is the King of glory? He said, the Lord of hosts. Immediately the enemy knew there was a host behind the Lord, an army coming with feet. The gates opened because they knew that the gates can't move. We are the one attacking the enemy. And if you see the hell in church, it's because the church is ignorant. One light is enough chaos to systems of darkness. One consistent burning touch is enough to disarray acts of evil. The enemy knows that the devil knows that darkness can never truly win light. Because at every appearance of light, darkness falls. So what does it do? It sets ignorance as his infantry, doubt as his cavalry, fear as his riders. He attacks us with sin, because he knows when we sin, it brings us into the place of fear and doubt. Fear attacks love, doubt attacks faith. Hope alone cannot sustain victory. But he knows that when the people of God can come into the reality of who they are truly called to be, the rising army, fortified against all powers of darkness, with our feet given to the Lord our commander, just waiting for his instruction, we can achieve anything. Thank you.